Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening, or good night. This is Jen at Jen's Arty Inclinations, a place to create, share and play. And this is a very quick one. I'm doing an altered book at the moment, so I've folded quite a few pages, as you can see, and done a few little sketches in the front. Now, all I'm doing is one of the most simple, quick ways I feel that you can finish off a page. You know me, if there's a nice, easy, quick, lazy way out of it, then I'm all for it. So here I'm lining up the page. Initially, I decided to cut this, and then I realised I didn't like a cut edge, and so I actually tore it. But you'll see that in a minute. Part of the fun of junk journals is being able to change your mind. I often change my mind as I'm going through. Think, oh, I'll do it this way, and then I start it off and I do it a completely different way. So it's lucky that I'm willing to play. I guess that's what it's all about, is playing. In other words, it's my arty way of covering up the fact that I'm constantly making mistakes and can't make decisions. Alrighty, so here, still just cutting it down as I'm slicing away. And what I'm cutting down here is, this was a jelly print, I think. No, it wasn't. It was me just painting down some paints with the brayer on the side of some jelly printing that I was doing. So this was my, I guess, what do you call it, my scrap piece that I was actually using. And I just quite liked the colours, and so I saved it. I do a lot of that, saving different paint, scrap, splotch, what's it do but dat things, and then they become the backgrounds, or sometimes they look like a little piece of art on their own, which I kind of feel like this does. You may not agree, but you know, I'm going with it. I even like the little white spaces that we have here. Now, I did have a bit of trouble tearing this piece because I was tearing off such a tiny corner. So if you notice, I'm holding the ruler at an angle, and that just helps me hold on to it slightly better. But as long as you're holding the smaller piece, you can generally manage to get even the tiniest slither of tears like this one is. Alrighty, so all I'm doing here is I've done a drawing on one page, and all that drawing was me just testing out some charcoals. Then on the opposite page, I'm doing almost a full sheet, and this is really lovely in journals, whether you're writing in them or whether you're using them as altered books, as pieces of art, or whether you're using them as junk journal altered books to write in afterwards. It's just a really nice way to add some colour and some interest into your book, and then you can focus on, all I've done there, as you can see, is a circle. Like, it's no fabulous piece of art or anything, it's just something else of interest that you can use through the book. How many times can I say interest in the one sentence? Now, I decided that I would use the glue stick to try and cover the whole sheet. I do find that is a handy thing. And then, I don't know, nowadays I'm kind of adding a white glue, or in this case it was just a wood glue that I add afterwards. I just find that adds a little bit of hold with the combination of the two. I tend to do that a fair bit. I know that there's a whole science to the way that you glue pages down. I just haven't been able to hold it in my mind quite yet, so I kind of just go with the flow and see what works as I go along. I love using my bone folders to really press down and burnish the pages together. This thick one is nice because it's got a lovely big flat edge. And that's it. That's all there is to this. So now there's a little page. I decided I'd just add one finishing, yes, one final little finishing touch. Of course, inking. Yes, I'm always inking the edges. I just feel it often is such an easy way to add a little bit of a border, a little bit of an emphasis. In this case, it just helps tie those 2 pages together by having an edge. I could have done it with anything. I could have done it with texta. I could have pasted ribbon around the edges. You know, any of those kind of things will work. This is just the way I've done it here. And there you go. 1 page, finished. How easy is that? I hope you enjoyed. You can like and subscribe below. And as always, keep creating. See you next time. Bye.